it's been a well-needed week off. Obviously, we were gone for 7 straight days from Wednesday to Wednesday. Played 4 games in 5 days against, 4, high-level opponents. And all 4 of the games were intense games, emotional games. And, but proud of our guys, the way they competed, traveling coast to coast and just, the resiliency they showed. I knew they were tired. I was tired too. And I can't imagine what they were going through. But, they fought through it. And, then we got back and gave them 2 days off and got after it again this weekend. And obviously had to practice Saturday morning at Cat Grizz for many different reasons. But, the guys, they've been getting better. We went yesterday, and obviously we got, Colorado Christian, which is a really well coached, I know Coach Hironaka I've known him for a long time. And they're going to come in and give us a good shot. They're very disciplined. They run a, kind of a Princeton-style offense, which is going to challenge our guys to be disciplined, and that's kind of why we scheduled them. But as you alluded to, with the 3-game homestand, we got to get fans in the Brick. We need that thing like it was for Cat Grizz football. We need some energy, and it's starting tomorrow night. And then Saturday, obviously, we got Wisconsin Green Bay, who's a tremendous team. They got, I think, 7 of their top 8 scorers back from last year's team. They're going to finish. I don't know what they're picked in the horizon, but I imagine it's towards the top. And then obviously South Dakota State, who's been a tremendous, one of the best mid-major teams in the country the past 4 or 5 years. And they have a new coach, and they're just kind of continuing that on this year with the way they're playing.
With the 3-game homestand, just kind of what are you looking forward to? What are you excited about the next upcoming games?
Just getting back into the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Playing in front of our fans. It seems, even though it's only been about 2 weeks, it seems like forever because we were gone for so long. But just having the energy back in the Fieldhouse and playing on our own court.
With the bench, just kind of how much are you hoping to maybe get some of them going and start to develop them a little bit more? I'm
always hoping to. I mean, it's easier said than done. But we have to throw guys in. Whether it's foul trouble, whether it's just you got to sometimes just get guys in the fire. And I think that's one thing that the tournament last week, I probably wish I would have done more of, was get some of those freshmen a little more time. But when you're in a close game with 5 minutes to go, you got to put in the veteran guys. And we're playing to win like we always are. But there's going to be they're going to have their moments. Those freshmen, and when we put them in, they have to produce.
Defensively, just kind of maybe mixing in some other stuff. I think against Grand Canyon, just kind of as the defense continues to progress, just kind of how are you noticing that evolve now as more games are getting played?
Yeah, I mean a lot of it depends on the scouting report. We guard ball screens differently. We played a lot of zone even in Greensboro, which I knew we were going to have to because when you're playing 4 games in 5 days, sometimes you have to play zone. And our guys adjusted really well, and they've been adjusting offensively and defensively, very well. Much quicker than I thought they would. Especially just everything being brand new. But our basketball IQ on the team, and obviously starting with Harold Frey, has been pretty high. But we're going to have to continue to change defenses.
Has Harry been everything you thought he'd be?
Yeah, he has. I mean, as you guys know, he's just such a good kid, and his basketball IQ for a college player is off the charts. And his competitiveness, even though he's quiet, I want him to be more vocal. And it's not him, but it's getting him out of his comfort zone to, when teammates aren't doing things like, I need you to jump them. I don't need to be the one yelling at him all the time. Like, you handle it. And he's getting more comfortable with it, and because they hang on every word he says, like the freshmen, because they know, when he says something, he's right. And but he's been tremendous from a leadership and obviously on the court. He's had some great games so far.
Can you just describe the half-court shot that won the game the other night?
I mean, it happened so fast. I mean, I knew they were going to get the ball to Isaiah Miller, and I knew he was going to go straight to the rim. And Jabril did an unbelievable job, jumping straight up and not fouling him. And the kid just made an unbelievable shot with his left hand. And and then we talked, hey, get the ball in quick. We didn't have a timeout, and our guys knew that, which I was proud of them. Sometimes guys flip out and call timeout, or they're looking at the bench, don't know what to do. And Alma went, got the ball, got it to Harold, and obviously he made a unbelievable shot. And but our guys, they deserve that to fight through some of the adversity that they went through in that game. I mean, Greensboro's a heck of a team. I mean, people in college basketball know how good they are, and to beat them at home, I think we're only the third team to beat them in the last 3 or 4 years at Greensboro. And but to handle their press, you know, with a bunch of new guys was really impressive, you know, for our guys. But that shot was, I mean, it just happened so fast, and all of a sudden everybody running all over. I felt like I was one of their fans. I was jumping, but I didn't know what happened, you know. So it was awesome, though.
You mentioned Jabril, we talked about this a little bit last week at Catch It, but just his development from when you got here to now.
Yeah, he's kind of like that blank canvas, you know. He's just, everything we're kind of showing him is brand new, and I mean, he's got a chance to be a special player, you know. The more he wants to learn. I mean, he's one of the only kids I've ever coached where you can say something to him and he's like, Coach, I know I'm a work in progress. I mean, most kids think they're already finished, know everything. He's the complete opposite, and that's why he's going to be a great player. But you can see just how strong and athletic he is. I mean, against bigs, you know, as good players in the country, from Grand Canyon to Greensboro to App State, they have good players, and he's more than held his own.
I think you've described Michael Paulo as a gamer. I guess, what have you learned about him now six games into the season?
Yeah, I mean, he's competing, he's getting better every time out, and I think, you know, just the more experience he gets, you know, and not just Michael, like Almond, you know, all these guys, you know, Caleb, Zach, you know, Zeke, a lot of these guys, they haven't played at the Division I level, and, you know, the intensity's different, you know, and, you know, but Michael Paulo, he's done a great job, you know, especially early in games. You know, it seems like that's when he's pretty good, is he comes, and if he makes his first shot, it kind of settles him down and everybody else down. But, you know, we still need huge improvements from him, and we're expecting big things from Michael.
There's such a different mindset when you're traveling with a team compared to being at home. What do you just have to do to kind of take care of business? What kind of focus do you have to be able to play as well as you can over a 3-game span coming up?
Yeah, I mean, it is harder to focus at home because, you know, you're not cooped up in a hotel room and you're not traveling together. You can't, you know, team meals and things like that, which I thought was awesome for our team, and we needed it to get away and just be together for 7 straight days. And, you know, you learn a lot being on the road. Now it's obviously you're back home, but with Thanksgiving break, there's not a lot of kids on campus, and so, you know, we're still going to have some team togetherness stuff this week. But I mean, it's going to be a huge homestand. I mean, we have to take, one of their goals is to go undefeated at home, and you know, it obviously starts tomorrow night.
What's it like, you know, having Thanksgiving with as so many international players? Kind of what is that, you know, that conversation like within the team talking about it?
I don't know yet. We haven't talked about it. I mean, we got a game tomorrow night. I'm not worried about Thanksgiving yet, but obviously we'll have a team meal and we'll take care of them. And you know, Finn, obviously from Germany, you know, he played on a team that had some Americans on it last year in Germany, and he said they celebrated Thanksgiving for the Americans last year. And so, you know, we're going to do the same thing for them. And I think they're going to all go out to Caleb Bellich's house, the 4 freshmen. They're going to go out there, and everybody else will probably just come over to my house, or we'll feed them somewhere.